Do I have to wear the blindfold? I'm already inside, and I've mapped out the route in my head already. 10 steps, turn left. 10 more, turn right.
It's a secret facility. Of course you have to wear a blindfold.
Hey, give it a while, a guy can get used to being blind.
Try and be serious about this.
I'm in a meeting that may possibly mean my death. Forgive me if I'm trying to lighten the mood.
We're here.
Interesting.
Name and rank?
Dr. Chris Gonzalez. Rank, head researcher of anomalous entities for the Paranormal Investigations Bureau. You'd be surprised how many times I have to say that title.
Your talents lie outside of your stated field, correct?
Correct.
Name them.
I'm sorry, one more time?
Name them.
Well, that's a long list. Xenology, mainly, but if we're talking about my past experiences, I'm well versed in tactical analysis, crime scene investigation, interrogation, espionage, a little bit of forensic science, and I know a little bit of Aphrodisian, the Venus people. You'd be surprised how similar it is to.
So, you would say you're an exceptional agent in the field?
In a manner of speaking.
Are you aware of the recent graffiti marks across the French Quarter?
Enlighten me.
Fars and rebels have scrawled their insignia all over the French Quarter while the field office under your watch was busy curing people of a zombie virus. They have claimed responsibility for everything that has transpired.
Including Agent Capricorn, the brother of the former Deputy Director Smith. Well, late Deputy Director, if I may. Where I'm a standing chairman, that seems to be your error.
Doctor, let me remind you that you're in the presence of the committee. I recommend you hold your tongue.
Let him speak.
Your words will decide your fate, Doctor. I suggest you measure them well and speak your mind. But remember where you are.
Right. Then let's start at the beginning, shall we? Agent Capricorn outed himself as a Farzan spy during a failed attempt at my murder. Something we should have been able to detect, but we didn't, and people have died because of our blindness. You all sit up here in your lofty steel perch like a pantheon of gods looking down and casting judgment upon the world. But your own deliberations have blinded you from the fact that this world has gotten worse since the attack of the Skin Stealers 1 year ago. Bolton and Son, the Farzan, they're all getting smarter. I spent my life in the dark corners of the world. I have done what was expected of me. I followed every order, and I've done a service to the world and to this agency by letting myself forego all of my morals in order to end the attacks from the Looking Glass, and to avenge my own death. After everything I've done, everything I've sacrificed in the name of our code, has this all been for nothing? Are we just going to sit and do nothing while this high and mighty committee continues with their deliberations, while our enemies plan their next move? If they can place a mole right under our noses, what makes you think they won't try a bigger, more impactful target?
What are you implying, Doctor?
If the Farzan Rebellion can get to us, they can get to you. And they will take that chance if they see a window of opportunity. With all due respect, I have questions that need to be answered in order to make sure that doesn't happen.
I admire your boldness, Doctor. And I empathize with your position. One does not simply walk into our chambers and make demands, but death has an interesting way of shifting priorities. You are concerned for the safety of your team, and that is an admirable quality. But we are concerned with the safety of the known multiverse. Out of respect for this committee's traditions, we will hear your questions and answer them with honesty.
What is Project Tombstone? And why does the Farzan Rebellion want it so badly?
It is a failsafe, a Hail Mary, call it what you will. Project Tombstone is designed to activate a last resort measure should all else fail in the likely event that a public war ensues in the place of the current secret war. The files contain special protocols, anomalous item handling, task forces, and a master code for nuclear warheads built under every containment site in the world.
So whoever has the files can control the entire world. Or destroy it.
Now you know why this information is need to know.
Alright, I'll consent to a Class 2 amnestic. That should be enough to make me forget about this entire conversation.
Not necessary. Perhaps my fellow members and I have been a bit too harsh in our recent rulings. As you can see, we've had a change in management. We have a new assignment for you, if you're willing to accept it.
I'm listening.
Have you heard of the space shuttle Achilles?
Achilles. That's the shuttle that reportedly got sucked into a black hole during a deep space mission roughly, 15 years ago? Yeah, I remember it like it was yesterday. Dr. Morales' father was on that ship, wasn't he?
This specific anomaly was not a black hole, but a wormhole to another dimension. We've spent the last 20 years, give or take a month, creating a space station to explore this new region of the multiverse. You and your team are experts in the multiversal studies, so it is the decision of this committee to transfer you there in 1 year.
Reassignment to space? That's huge. I'll need time to prepare, to study, to get my affairs in order, something.
Everything you need to know about this dimension as a whole, the closest colonies, and the station will be delivered to your place of residence. For your troubles, an honorary leave of absence is required and otherwise accepted.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
You and your team are at the cusp of a new life. Take time to rest. Enjoy what you consider a normal life. But remember that you have a duty. Don't get too comfortable.
I won't. Yes, sir.
Dismissed.
I underestimated you, Chris.
How so?
You're a good agent, but at first I thought your methods were a bit unorthodox.
And now?
Now? I just think you're crazy.